Okay, hello everyone. Today our topic is about number seven. Okay, and our topic is about business finance. We are talking about currency and interest. Okay, so the first part is about the currency conversion. Okay, so I believe that you have been to many countries to traveling, right? So you'll find that different countries using different currency and using different notes, right? Maybe you have the US dollars. This is the most popular currency among the world, right? And you want to just exchange some other kind of currency. So now you want to know the rate, okay? So in IGCSE past papers, there's also some problems just like this way. You have such kind of valuable notes like USD, you have Hong Kong dollar, and you have another kind of notes, and you want to just transfer into Euro, okay, and you want to just transfer to the maybe for the like pounds or like different other kinds of currency, okay. So here you can find in this question is that okay, sometimes we have 1 USD equals to 0.92 euro. Okay, that means for every 1 US dollar you receive 0.92 euros. Okay, so first we have to find out their base currency, the 1 unit for USD. Okay, so we're just using 1 US dollar to just make an exchange to other kind of currency. And the target currency, sometimes we are just using the variable number and before the euro. Okay, like this way. Okay, so like here, euro is in the case. And like here, to remember that for the conversion rule, every time that is 1 unit currency equals to another kind of unit like B, okay? So like from A to B, because you can only need to multiply by X. That is right, okay? And if you want to calculate from B to A, you have to divide it by X, okay? So like here, if you have 1 unit US dollars, you want to just make it like maybe to exchange for Hong Kong dollar, okay? So maybe it's for 7 Hong Kong dollar. And you can say, oh, if you have 3 US dollars, you want to exchange maybe for 3 times 7 because the ratio here is 7, right? It's 1 versus 7. So you can exchange 3 times 7 Hong Kong dollar, okay? And that is for 21 Hong Kong dollar. And maybe if you want to like exchange 1 Hong Kong dollar into US dollars, you can say that is 1/7 US dollar, right? Okay, that is for the conversion rule. Okay, and here are some working examples. Like here is GBP, and you want to exchange for USD. Okay, so you can set you want to exchange there. You have to $500 into dollars. Okay, so you want to just exchange the pounds to dollars. You can set that the ratio here is 1.15. So if you want to exchange 500 GBP, you're just multiplying the ratio here times 500, right? So here equals to 1.15 times 500. So it is for $575. Okay. That is for this conversion. Okay. And here's another example. Like if you want to just exchange for $80.5, you want to exchange for a pound, right? So you can say here you have $80.5 for US dollars. You can just over 1.15. That means it is a value for GBP. So that is for $70. Okay. So you can say $70 of GBP just exchange like the $80.5 of US dollars. Okay. That is for the exchange. And here you can find sometimes you'll find the earnings and deductions. Okay. So you can set that earnings means gross income. Okay. So maybe for total money earned before the tax. And also for the tax and deductions, you maybe said that is the money taken by the government. You just have to charge through some fees. Okay. So using the income to minus the tax, that means the real money or the net income. Okay. Maybe the money you actually take home. Okay. That is for the earnings and deductions. And always there are some practice for you, and I hope you can just understand for this. Like here, I give you some time. If you want to solve the problems, you can just pause the video and try to do yourself. But if you want to listening to my like explanation for these problems, you can just keep on going. Okay, let's move into the first problem. It said, oh, maybe here's a rate for euro to Australian dollars. Okay, and first is to convert 200 euro into Australian dollars, right? So for this problem, you can say, oh, maybe here you can just times the ratio, 200 Australian dollars times 1.65, right? So there, the answer is for maybe 1.65 times 200. I guess it's for maybe for 330, right? 330. I guess it's this. Okay, 330. And that is for AUD, Australian dollars. And if you want to convert 825 Australian dollars into euros, you can first using 825 Australian dollars divided by the ratio 1.65, right? That you can calculate by calculator, and that the unit is for euro, right? Okay, so understand what you had to make a product and what you have to make a division. Okay, and for the third problem is that, oh, a jacket costs 80 euro in Paris and 140 Australian dollars in Sydney. Okay, so in which city the jacket is cheaper? Showing the working. So first you can just make sure that all the unit is the same. So maybe you can just convert it, the euro to the Australian dollars, right? So we knew that 1 euro can just exchange for 1.65 Australian dollars. So here we can just using 80 euro to change all into the Australian dollars, right? So that's 80 times 1.65. Okay. So the final answer here is for, I guess, uh, maybe for 8 times 1.65, that is 4. 8 times 6 is 48, is 5, 132, oh, sorry, 132 Australian dollars. So compare with 140 Australian dollars in Sydney, you can find that the jacket costs cheaper in Paris, right? Okay, so maybe Paris has a lot of fashion clothes, and maybe it become cheaper. Okay. So for the first problem is that, oh, John earns 40,000 gross and pays 15% tax and calling the net income. So meaning that the net income means the total value gained minus the tax you paid, right? So you have to pay for 15% tax. That means you have to pay for $40,000 times 15%, right? So here you have to pay for $6,000. Okay. Oh, a very great amount, right? So the net income here, you have to using the total amount that is for 40,000 minus 6,000. That is for $34,000 you gain. Okay. That is for this process. Okay, so I believe that this problem is not very difficult for you. So after the class, I hope you can just try for more times to just understanding and make sure that you clearly can fetch the answers right here. Okay, so next time. This is for today's lesson. Bye.